this is my dream. I want to actualize my dream. And but many people don't see it that way. They will say, we are not giving her anything. But since it is God-ordained program, you know, the grace of God is sustaining WOTCLEF. And the members of the board of trustees, you know, we all come together, you know, we contribute, and the little we can get from some spirited Nigerians out there, you know, we are making do with it. And what I mean by the political situation, like the security, you know, the security situation mostly is not very favorable, because maybe there are some places you want to go to talk about WOTCLEF, it will hinder your going there. And, you know,
about the cultural barriers.
Yes.
WOTCLEF seems more focused on saving women and children who are trafficked abroad, when in fact there are a lot more children who are trafficked within borders, especially for domestic servitude. What can organizations such as yours do to curtail this?
You see, it is not only children that are being trafficked abroad. There is internal trafficking. And WOTCLEF has done so much. I remember when we were in the villa, there was a state we traveled to. That is, I think, is Abeokuta. Because, you know, there are so many quartiles in Abeokuta. So these people, they go to Republic of Benin. They go and bring children from Republic of Benin to come and start breaking these quartiles. So what we did, you know, we went there, we saw these children, we rounded them up. As soon as they see us, they started running away, because they thought maybe we have come to take them away. And when we got hold of them, you know, we sheltered them. We sheltered them and we started giving them good food, like rice, yams, and so on and so forth. You cannot believe these children, they started purging because they are not used to good food. They give them gari and pepper, and these children, they live on trees. They don't give them, they don't give them proper homes.
Live on trees?
Yes, they live on trees. After the breaking of tiles and so on, the quarry tiles, you know, they allow them to live on trees.
Interesting.
Yes, it's very interesting. So what we did, you know, there was a bilateral relationship between Republic of Benin and Nigeria. So these children were taken to the border, and, you know, we sent them back to their respective, we sent them back to their states, to their country. So it's as bad as that.
What can we do to ensure that
it is creating of awareness?
That's the basic thing.
Yes, that is the basic thing. We have to create awareness. We have to have jingles. You know, then when WOTCLEF was really WOTCLEF, you know, we have this series called Izozo that it's been shown on telly every Tuesday, but it's too expensive for us now because people are not coming to our aid, so we cannot continue shooting that picture, you know, that series. Yes, the TV series. You know, because it created so much awareness in the minds of people, and they know what actually this trafficking is. And it is just creating of awareness. We have to continue creating awareness. We will not relent, you know, in our efforts in creating awareness.
Your efforts as an NGO gave birth to NAPTIP.
Yes.
How would you rate NAPTIP now?
NAPTIP, you know, we work together as a team. Like, you know, if they have children, because we have a rehab center, our children are in school here, both primary, secondary, and even tertiary institution, and we even give them skills. Like, if they have children that they cannot trace where their parents are, you know, they bring them here to WOTCLEF, and, you know, pending when their parents will be traced. So we have a very good working relationship with NAPTIP.
How many people have they been able to prosecute and bring to justice?
That I don't have the record, but I think they have done so much in prosecuting.
And you're happy with the efforts they're making?
Yes, I'm happy with their effort. Investigating and, you know, prosecuting of, especially, even plus the priests that these children swear oath to. Since we brought this to the front burner of the government, and NAPTIP is investigating, prosecuting, I will say that, you know, a lot has been achieved, because, you know, we don't hear so much about, you know, trafficking of girls. You know, then, you know, people were not aware of what was happening. They can take as many passports or whatever to visa office. They will just issue them with visas, and people have started. We created awareness, and all these things are now in checks.
What happens in some of our institutions of higher learning is prostitution, no matter what, how we choose to wallpaper it. Isn't that a bigger problem than trafficking of persons in outside the country?
You see, it is, because I told you that I traversed the length and breadth, going to schools, primary, secondary, and tertiary institutions. These, we presume, or it should be, that the ones in the university, they are adults, and they should know their left from their right. They should know what they are supposed to do and what they are not supposed to do.
Assumption.
That is, yes, our assumption. But many of them, like what we hear these little ones said today, they said if parents don't teach them at home, they learn from their peers outside, and it will be worse for the parents. So you see, most of these children, I mean the ones in the tertiary institution, even if they are good children at home, if they get to wherever they get to, I mean in the tertiary institution, they become, some of them, I'm not saying everything, I'm not saying all of them, some of them, copy what others are doing there.
Peer pressure.
Peer pressure, because they want to be like the Joneses too. Monies and things that their parents did not give them at home, you see them having it there, because they start going out with sugar daddies. And all these things that parents didn't give them, they have it in their corners there. And at the end of the day, you see them selling them off because they want to go home and their parents didn't give them. They don't want to be asked questions. So when these children are there, you even see them, these sugar daddies, they take them abroad without the knowledge of their parents. And some, in the process of this, so many things have happened to so many of our girls. So when our girls are there, we don't say, they cannot be bigger than us. We are their mothers. Maybe we should just take a break and and watch over them and see whatever they are doing. But I would say it's prostitution they are doing. It is like they even call it cross-pollination. Like,
no, I've never heard that one.
It's okay.
Cross-pollination.
The ones in ABU can come over to Abuja, and the ones in Abuja can go to Zaria, because they don't want to be identified. Yes, so you see, it is as bad as that. And I don't know. But it is not only girls that are into prostitution. Even men, too, are into prostitution. Tell me about that. Men are into what about all these gay we have? And it is not only ladies that are being trafficked. Even men are being trafficked as well.
Because the idea that people have is
that it's only women.
It's only women.
No, it is not only women.
So even your findings have shown that even men are being trafficked
and into prostitution as well. Even today, when we had these children, we had so many revelations from them that I was shocked to my bone marrows. I never expected
that they knew so much.
Yes.
So which means that we're just hiding behind the finger when we act like,
yes.
Oh, they don't know. We need to tell them.
They know more than some of us adults. And that is why I think it is good for us, to give these children, not to hide anything from them. Because they themselves, they said it, that these are things, if they are not being taught at home, they will learn it outside.
On a personal note, you are a Yoruba woman from a Christian background, and you're married to a Muslim Fulani man. When you hear people beating the drums of separation, what is it that you feel like telling them?
You see, we cannot be separated. We are inseparable because God has made us, we are black. We are black people with our black skin. So we can never be separated. And, though tongue and tribe may differ, but in brotherhood we stand. Because it is only one God that creates us. And we have to all bond together, to stay together, to intermarry so that the world will be a better place for everybody to live in. Because if this separation comes down, I cannot go back to where I have come from, because my children
Do
are,
you even remember?
I don't even remember.